Good evening, good evening, good evening, you beautiful people. We're back with Shani Talks. I don't need a musical introduction. I know that. I'm sorry. I feel like I positioned this the way I wanted to before, but then I changed my mind. So here we are. Welcome back. I finally don't have just like a super depressing topic to talk about, so pretty pumped to bring it to you here. So first off, I hope everybody's doing okay. Just a quick little check-in. And if you haven't already, just please go ahead and like and subscribe and share this video and do all the cool stuff because you love me and you want to support me and you want to see this channel grow and you want me to be your life coach. So let me know. We'll talk about it. So my topic this week is about if, at the end of your life, what statistic that you would want to know at the end, So this is a lot of different things. I have literally a full list and a little bit on the back from a lot of different people. I'm not going to mention everybody's names except the people that I know that are cool mentioning names on here. And then words. I brought my water in here and I forgot it on my desk on the other side of the camera. So I'm just gonna be a little bit sad and a little cotton-mouthy because I'm not gonna get up and go get it and be off camera and do all that shit. So, yeah, basically, this is just what statistic you would have at the end of your life. What you would want to know, like how many hot dogs you've eaten, or like how many times you've gotten into a car, things like that. So this is all of my friends, not all my friends because a lot of people didn't even respond, whatever. But a lot of people's responses to, what their life statistic would be, what they would want. Some people have a few, whatever. But so I'm just going to kind of just start popping off and just start reading them. Might elaborate on a few of these here or there, but, I'm not really sure. So like always, I'm going to use first initials, and then if I know that you are cool with me using your name, I'm going to use your name. But yeah, so this initial is V. They said that they would like to know how many times they've influenced somebody, either positively or negatively. How many times they've reached a goal. Or like the top 5 or 10 pieces of artwork that they've ever created, within their life. So I thought that was pretty cool. I'm not really an artist, so I don't think that I have like that same goal, but I definitely think that would be cool to see like, top 5 or top 10 of like the best ones. But I also think like to what standard? Whose standard? You know what I'm talking about? I think they're all the best. They could be all best. Anyway, so this next initial is T. They said that they would like to see like a love meter, like both given love and received love. They also said something similar to like how many times they've reached a goal or like how many times they've accomplished a goal. And they said that they would like to see how many times they've helped someone versus how many times someone's helped them. And they would also like to see a fun meter. So I don't really know how that would work, but I mean, I didn't put any parameters on the statistics. So hell yeah, whatever kind of meter it would be. This next person said that they they would like a line graph depicting the average size of their poops. I'm gonna move on. This next person had 2 entries. I asked this question twice. Some people responded to both. Some people responded to one. Some people responded to so this person responded to both. So shout out to you, and if you're watching this. They said how many car doors that they've opened in their lifetime. And then that was like the first time they responded. And then the second time they responded, how many dabs that they've ever taken in their life. So think about, they said 5 to 10 a day for 8 years. And I know for sure, like 5 to 10 a day, that's like average, just normal living your life. But then like, think about the days like when you're with the homies, or like when you're at those events when you're taking like 30 and you're like, oh my God, I'm just done. You know what I mean? So I think that is a good number to think about. This person's initials S, and they said how many times that they've positively impacted somebody's day. I think about that all the time. I try to positively impact people's day all the time, just in general. So I would like to know, like, how many times that has happened. Alexis wrote both times how many times that they have pooped. Both times. Alexis. At this point, I don't know. I think it's at least 2 times for every day you've been alive. Who knows? Whatever. Freaking weirdo. This next initial is J. They said, anytime, how many times that somebody has said something bad about them behind their back. And, like, I feel like I would want to know that, but I also feel like I wouldn't want to know that because I'm just such a sad girl, so I'd just be, like, brokenhearted and whatnot, but, like, yeah. I'd like to know who my enemies are. Freaking haters. Kratos said how much time that they've wasted sitting in traffic. Which, bruh, I mean, I agree because that's a freaking lot. This next initial is T. They said that how many times they said the word like unnecessarily. And I mean, I say it here on this channel all the time, and I'm always like, so, you know, I feel like I would like to know how many times I've said, like, like, you know, just something like that, because I'm just on here all the time, like, this next person's name is K, and I also have another K listed later, so they're both named K. One of them is the initial K, this is the literal initial K. They said how many chapsticks they've lost and not finished in their lifetime. And I don't even want to think about that because chapstick is just its own beast in general. This next initial said L. They said how much money overall that they have made. So that doesn't include just work. They work gigs. They work shows. They do all kinds of, like, side hustles and stuff like that. Oh, my God. I hope. Bruh. I really hope I didn't press this button. I'm literally going to have to get up and check. And, like, I really hope I didn't press this button. And then it's going to be embarrassing if I didn't press the button. I'm going to get up and check. Ooh. Okay, cool. Oh my God, did you hear my skin get stuck to this leather couch? Gross. We're still recording. Good thing. And it was a good excuse to get my water because I'm literally dying. Oh my God, I need to move this. Okay, oh my God. I literally moved it because I keep slapping it and I'm so nervous. Okay, this next initial is A. They said the dollar value of all of the expired leftovers that they've thrown away. So they said that hopefully that would make them more motivated to, like, eat their leftovers. But also, like, bruh, there's people dying in other countries. Eat that shit. Eat the leftovers. Gosh. And they said they also want to know how many miles that they've walked. Which I think that you're a hiker too. You do a lot of hiking. So that I'm sure that that's quite a bit because that's more than the average person. You know what I mean? Not the average people's out there going hiking on the weekends and stuff. Okay, this next person is named K. K-A-Y. Sorry, I just spelled your name, but whatever. They would like to know how many times that they've been awkward. And you know what? I don't think you're awkward. I think you're awesome. But, you know, being autistic, I understand that because you're just like, oh, what? You know, people are looking at you and you're like, I don't get it. You know, I know. This one's Christina. How many cups of coffee that she's consumed in her life? And she's literally a coffee addict, so I would also like to know this number because I'm sure it's well into the thousands. How many gray hairs are on her head? Sorry, Christina, I don't think I should have shouted you out like that, but it's okay. How many lives that she's actually lived? You know, which is definitely something to think about when you really do, like, think deeply into it and be like, I know these people. You know what I mean? Like, I've met these people before. And then she said how many hours slept versus how many hours she should have slept. How much money she's ever made. And anxiety attacks experienced. So I think also, like, sometimes I don't even know. I feel like I've been there for some of them, but I feel like I don't know that they're happening until, like, after the fact. And then I'm like, oh, damn, I'm blind as hell. This next initial is J. And they said that they want to know how much time they spent ruminating on pointless stuff. And when I was getting ready for this video, writing these notes, I, like, forwarded them this message because I know, like, you know, they've been going through some things, you know, we've been struggling. They and I have equally been struggling, you know, and we've been, like, just kind of sharing with each other and just, like, you know, confiding in each other and stuff. And I was just like, hey, you know, like, don't forget, like, a lot of the shit is just in our head. You know what I mean? So much of the bullshit that we are worried about and so concerned about and like pressuring ourselves over is like, it's just here, right? Right. It's because of us. It's right because inside of us and because of us. So like, you don't, we don't got to worry about that. You know what I mean? Like, we don't have to worry about all of this stuff that we're like building inside of our head. Love y'all. This next initial's A. They said that they would like to know how many hours that they've wasted. And that makes me sad because, you know, at this point, there's no time wasted. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it sucks. You're like, bro, I didn't have to do all this. But, like, there's just lessons learned. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, hours wasted, I don't know what that means. You know, that could be like, they just be dicking around on TikTok, you know, and they could have been doing productive shit. I don't know. This other next initial is A, and they said that they would like to know how many people that they've made smile without knowing it. And I think that's super sweet. Super cute. Little sweetie. This next initial is K. And they said that they would like to know how many people remember them for being kind to them, which I think is super cool because it's just another thing, like, positively impacting people's day and, like, really people remembering you for being nice and sweet to them. Like, I think it's hard to come by, especially nowadays, at this day and age. This next initial is J. They say that they would like to know how many joints that they've rolled in their life, not necessarily blown down, but how many joints that they've rolled. And I can definitely see that because they work in a dispensary and they do that. So, props to you, my dog. This is Kratos. They say they want to know how many serial killers that they've walked past throughout their life. And then also how much money that they've spent on food. I don't even know, dude. I feel like if I knew that number, I would be upset. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like if I found out that value, I'd be like, you fucking wasteful bitch. And this last initial is going to be E. It says how many cheeseburgers that they've ever eaten or how many horror movies that they've ever watched. Which, I don't know. I mean, I guess there's like a finite amount, but I don't know. I guess you could watch them all. For me personally, I would like to know how many hugs I've ever given in my whole life. You know, I love giving out hugs. I'm a big hugger, so you know when I be hugging people, and so love to know how many hugs I've given out. I would love to know how many pieces of pizza that I've eaten. Pizza is one of my favorite foods. I love it, and I just would really love to know how many pieces I've ever eaten in my whole life. I think that would be a great number. And then I would like to know how many times I've told somebody that I love them. Because I do. I love you. I love everybody. But yeah, just like, I would like to know how many times personally I told somebody I love you. And then, you know. And then also, I feel like this is like pretty remorseful. Nah, that's not the right word. Morbid. There we go. Morbid. I was like, there's a more in there somewhere. Morbid. This is pretty morbid. But I would like to know how many times I've been like on the brink of death without knowing it. You know what I mean? Like, because I took the stairs or because I locked the door to the car. You know what I mean? Like, just like things like that. Like, I want to know how many times I've been close to death because I stopped at the light or because I ran the light or something like that, you know, versus not. So, and then someone was like, oh my God, that's really creepy. That's really scary. I was like, yeah, but like at this point I'm dead. So something got me, you know what I mean? So it doesn't matter how many times something else could have got me and didn't, you know, I want to know how many times something could have got me and didn't get me. So I don't know. That's kind of creepy. That's kind of morbid, but whatever. But yeah, I don't know. So just quick check-in though. I've been doing better, you know. I know that I've been just like telling everybody like I'm struggling and I'm sorry that I'm not recording my videos regularly, blah blah blah. And I'm not, and I am, and I truly am, you know. And I had dinner with Kratos the other day, and he's just telling me, you know, like, you're putting so much pressure on yourself. Like, this pressure is coming from you. And I was like, yeah, but like, I promise everybody I'm going to do it once a week. And like, I want to provide this, this content for people. And I want to show people like, like I'm a life coach and I don't got my shit together and I'm, life struggling too and blah, blah, blah. And, like, they're just like, you need to stop like putting so much pressure on yourself and just like do what feels right and do what feels good. And I was like, you know what, you're right. And everybody tells me that, but sometimes it just takes like the one person to be like, stop. And you're like, oh my God, you're so right. Thanks. So yeah, thanks, Kratos. Love you. But overall, yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing good. We're back in the gym finally. Like this coming week is going to be week number 4. So I just feel better and like thankful that I still have motivation to go and want to be taking care of myself. And I'm still like waking up and walking bow most days. And I just really am trying to like put myself at my focus, at my center focus. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's really hard, like, when you have a partner and when you have kids, but like, you really need to take care of yourself because, like, if you're not going to take care of yourself, literally nobody else out here is responsible to do that. Unfortunately, it's not your parents, it's not your spouse, it's not your kids, it's not your best friends. Like, it's you. You need to take care of yourself. You need to put yourself first. That requires self-care days, that requires doing things for yourself that's gonna put yourself in better position. That's talking and speaking highly to yourself and speaking good and positively to yourself and not speaking negatively. And most importantly, that's letting go of all of just like the bullshit and just like, I think that that's something that I'm finally working on and doing, is like finally just trying to let go of just like all of the things that are not serving me. So this is my challenge to you, to try to let go of something this week. Whatever you've been holding on to for far too long, in this backpack that you're carrying through life, like, why don't you just stop on the trail, pull out one of the rocks that you've been carrying in your bag and put it on the trail and keep it moving. I love you guys. I'm going to let this go because I'm going to go eat. And I worked all day today, so I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to go to sleep. And yeah, let me know what you want to talk about, what more you want to talk about. Let me know if you need a life coach, because I'm here for you. And yeah, like and subscribe to this video. And subscribe to my channel and like this video and comment on it. And let me know if you have any life statistics that are different from anything in this video that you would like to see at the end of yours. Oh my God, that sounds really bad. Right now, that you would be curious about right now, but it doesn't have to be at the end. So yeah, anyways, okay, love you, goodbye. I hope this remote works.